Hey guys, welcome to Lake Stevens Auto Detailing. Today I've got this 2018 F-150 crew cab short bed, and we're going to be doing an inside and out detail along with removing the decals on the sides of the door and the tailgate. I haven't done decal removal before, but I got some tools at my disposal. I'm going to be using a rubber wheel over using a heat gun. It's a little bit safer as long as you keep the rubber wheel moving. I'm going to be using rapid remover for removing any of the adhesive that's left over, and then we'll likely be doing a polish follow-up just so everything kind of blends in. It's a 2018, so it's been on there for a little over 6 years. So yeah, we'll just kind of polish out those areas most likely to get everything to match nicely and look uniform. So the outside wasn't in too terrible condition. There's some pine needles and stuff in the truck bed, and then just some regular kind of dirt accumulated on the paint surface. Kind of hard to see because it was recently rainy and it's kind of wet on the paint, but it's a little bit dirty, but not too bad. Wheels and tires, got the typical kind of grime on there. Thankfully there wasn't any mold in any of the seams, but there was a little bit of gunk build up on the roof where it doesn't always get a good wash, so we'll give that a good wash and decontamination and get that all cleaned up. The inside definitely needed some work. It was used as a work vehicle, so it's got a lot of debris and junk and just a bunch of crap in there. You'll see here shortly what the condition looks like. It hasn't been vacuumed or kept up very well, so it's time to catch up now and get it cleaned up from kind of when it was new. It's got a lot of dust and junk just built up all over the door panels and the seams and pretty much everywhere. So we got just a bunch of stuff to get vacuumed up and cleaned up, so we'll definitely be going through a couple rounds of vacuuming, drill brush, and tornador to get this thing cleaned up nicely. There is a little spot on mold as you saw, but it was just kind of isolated, just a lot of dust and crud, so we'll have to get in all those little nooks and crannies, get all the jams washed out, and get this thing looking a lot better, because it's the interior is a little bit rough. I've worked on worse, but when there's a bunch of dust all over the vehicle and just dirt and debris stuck into the carpets, it does take a little bit longer to get it cleaned up just because it's been kind of neglected. So getting that layer of dirt and stuff off of there takes a little bit of time. If you guys buy stuff on Amazon, I have Amazon affiliate links in the video description. Feel free to click on any of those links, and you don't have to buy something that's in the link. You can just get anything that you might normally buy on Amazon. Just click through one of those links and I'll get a small percentage of whatever you buy. It doesn't cost any extra, just a way to help out the channel because I'm not monetized or anything. So if you like these kind of videos where kind of show my day-to-day operations on what I work, some before and after, and a little bit of the process during the detail process, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and thanks for watching the video. Curious if there's any professional detailers out there watching my video, curious on the condition. How would you rate this condition? Is this about average of what kind of condition the vehicles that you work on get? Would it be a little bit dirtier or a little bit cleaner? Just leave a comment down below. What do you think the condition is overall of the interior? And let me know. Let's have a discussion in the comments. I haven't washed the truck or anything, so I'm just doing a quick rinseless wipe with the chemical guy's towel, and then start buzzing this thing down. Just testing out how the rubber wheel works, how easy or hard it is to control the speed of the cordless drill, and just trying to keep it moving around and stuff so I don't burn into the paint, because if you turn the speed up too high and leave it in one spot, you can definitely burn the paint. I definitely don't want to do that, but I decided to do it this way instead of the heat gun, just to test out the rubber wheel and see how well it worked. Guys that are watching this video, if you do any decal removals or anything like that, I'm curious, do you guys like using heat gun, rubber wheel, or do you have other methods that you use to remove these little decals and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of curious as to your method and process for removing these guys. I'm working with like a window decals or lettering or something that needs to get taken off, stickers and stuff. I usually just spray the window down and then use a razor blade and just kind of scrape it off. That works usually pretty quickly. Or you could use a heat gun on the glass, warm it up, and it would peel right off with a scraper, or just get the edge of it off with your fingernail if you got decent fingernail length. That works pretty good, and when it's in glass you don't have to be as careful because it's not going to get scratched up like a clear coat and the paint would. As I said, this was my first time removing decals and stuff off of a customer vehicle on the paint. I've done it on glass before, but doing it on the paint and the rubber wheel, it ended up taking a while, especially the sides of the doors. The decals were pretty large, so it took a while. I think it was about an hour and a half getting the tailgate decals as well as both sides of the doors off. The small letters came off pretty quickly, but the large ones, it took quite a while. So I'm wondering if maybe next time using a heat gun and trying to peel those back, because the lettering was just so large that it just took forever with the rubber wheel and a lower speed, and kept moving it around just to be safe. This is sped up 7 times, so it's going fairly quickly, but yeah, I was just trying to be careful not to burn the clear coat or cause any damage or anything. So using the rubber wheel on these large letters took a bit longer than I wanted. If you guys have better techniques for removing stuff like that, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate it, guys. So I used the orange foam pad and the DIY gold finish. There was just residue, and you could see the outline of the lettering and everything, so I just gave it a quick buff and it's completely gone now. I'll show you the back as well. Had the same issue. That's all looking great now. Just everything's matching in nicely. Nice shine reflection. So usually when I record the entire detail process, including cleaning everything, it takes an extra hour and a half to 2 hours to do that, and I just didn't have that much time on this vehicle. I was trying to get it knocked out. So this is the after shots, getting everything after I got the inside and out detailed and certain little scratches polished out, and then the decals obviously are removed and polished. So the roof's looking nice and clean. Everything's cleaned up pretty good. There is some little scratches here and there that I worked on polishing out. Got the wheels all scrubbed up, and side steps are nice and polished looking, and this thing's looking nice and clean. So yeah, let me know in the comments below how you think this thing turned out. I think it cleaned up pretty good, and with the decals and everything cleaned off there, it's looking pretty spiffy. Here's where the brunt of my work was, getting the interior cleaned up. There was so much junk and stuff on there, dirty floor mats and dust and dirt and debris and everything. It took quite a while to get this thing cleaned up, and then doing the outer decals and polishing, that took quite a while. So this one was a little bit of a project, but this thing cleaned up real nicely. Got the door jambs and undersides of the doors and everything shining up nicely. Got all that dirt and junk off the door panels and pretty much everywhere on the interior, so it's looking real nice and clean, and the customer was really happy that it came out as good as it did. So you have to let me know in the comments below, how do you think this thing turned out. I think it cleaned up pretty good, didn't really leave any junk on there, so I think it looks pretty decent.